We've spoken over an hour about the work that needs to be done for us to see ourselves better, for Black men to be seen better, you know what I mean? For Black women to see themselves better, for us as South Africans to see each other better and see one another better, irrespective of what racial groups or cultural groups we belong to. Work needs to be done because no work was done since 1994. They thought that we'd figure it out ourselves. All of us have been trained in a racist system. All of us are racist. All of us believe Black people deserve less because we've been trained to believe that. We have to fight that. Every day you have to wake up in the mirror and remind yourself, snap out of this, snap out of the indoctrination that tells me that I'm lesser, that I deserve less. You know what I mean? Snap out of the indoctrination. Because why? It's very easy to accept it. Because when you drive in the streets and every single person that you see that is poor is Black, you start to believe that that is the position that Black people belong in. And then you stop being angry when you see Black people on the streets that are poor. And that anger is what is the fuel that is needed to motivate you to do something to change the situation. But if you keep seeing it and it's normalized to you, and no one does anything about it, we're not upset that his life is not materializing the way it could have. No one is upset that this guy's not living up to his full potential. We've accepted that he's living up to, the lowest potential that he has. That says something about how we see ourselves as well. Because that person looks just like us. You know what I mean? And I want a good life, not only for me, but for everyone that looks like me as well. You know what I mean? I don't want to see people that look like me suffering. And I don't want to see people that look like me suffering and think that it's acceptable. I don't want that. I don't want any child to grow up like that. Your child will grow up, the first time your child sees a hobo, they'll say, "Daddy, why is that person on the street?" You have to explain it to your child. And then after a while, you don't have to explain it to your child. And you don't then also think that, damn it, now that I don't have to explain it to my child, does this mean that my child has internalized that this is the position that Black people need to be seen in?